credit card starts not working. Enter the stories. Now you're talking, oh yeah, my card's only got a $5,000 a day limit and my guys are using it for this. By the way, I can't really talk right now. I'm on a murder scene down in Philly. I want to thank Aura for sponsoring today's video. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is? For years, this crimes rate has been surging and affecting millions of Americans. I'm talking about identity theft, and there's a new victim every 14 seconds. Yet, despite this, those who have had their identity stolen are often shocked when it happens. Imagine trying to log into your email account one day only to see that your password had been changed hours ago. Then you start getting notifications of activity from your bank, credit cards, and crypto accounts. That's when the feelings of panic, fear, anxiety, paranoia, disbelief, shock, anger, frustration, and guilt all set in. That's why I'm excited to partner with Aura, who is sponsoring this video. Aura is identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, a VPN, password management, and antivirus software all combined into one easy-to-use app. Aura monitors the dark web for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers and sends alerts fast, right to your phone and email. So I didn't realize how compromised I was, but Aura found my personal information on the dark web 26 times. It's like I had to keep scrolling and I almost didn't believe it. And if you think you're any better, let me know how many times you come up. I'm going to pin a comment in the section below and let's see who's pretty much the most compromised person here. Their VPN allows you to stay anonymous online by keeping your browsing history and personal information safe and encrypted. And their antivirus software that will block malware and viruses before they infect your devices. Protect your family from America's fastest growing crime. Try Aura for free for 2 weeks to see if you or your family's information has been compromised. There's a link right below in the description. It's aura.com/superspeeders. All right, what's up, guys? And I apologize for the little delay in filming here. I just had all of my wisdom teeth taken out, tops and bottoms. Wasn't a tremendous amount of fun, and I had a little bit of a recovery. The only good thing to come out of my wisdom teeth coming out was they put you on drugs, they put me under, and you don't really remember what you say or what you do, but deep down I knew after getting gassed and then whatever they put me in my arm to put me out, I knew Rob Dom wasn't going to finish the four-rotor. This is what came off of my Instagram that I have no recollection of posting.
My near-death experience has brought me clarity that Rob Dom's four-rotor will never be done.
So yeah, I stand by my statement. I don't think it's getting done. This thing's ready to go. Rob's car's on its way over for Valvoline over to Michigan right now for Grid Life. We'll see what happens. We'll see how that thing holds up, but I'm ready to go. But that's not what we're talking about in today's video. We're talking about the difference between fraudulent people and people that are just full of shit. So there is a difference. Let me tell you the difference. One of them I could make money off of. The other one is much more difficult. Now, when you're renting out exotic cars, you have to be able to cater to everybody, right? You want to cater to the people that want you to believe a story. You can tell me whatever story you want. You could tell me you're the Queen of England. Great. As long as your money goes through and you want to drive my car, you could be the Queen of England driving my Ferrari. As long as I know who you are, you have insurance, my risk is mitigated. But there is an opportunity for people to put me out there. Now, I've got the account going into collections now. I've only got 2 accounts going into collections, and it's always the same thing. I am exposed with my security deposits. And security deposits I run on an authorization basis. And the problem with security deposits is they only last for a week. So your authorization, when you swipe it, go to a hotel or anything, you swipe your credit card, it's good for a week. I can capture that money. If I don't capture that money, no harm, no foul. There's no charges on me. There's no charges on the customer. The problem that I'm opened up to is when a rental goes longer than a week. I either have to charge the transaction, and then if the customer returns the car and there's no additional charges, I have to then refund that transaction. I pay fees all over the place. That's not really a lot of fun. So instead of burning through on 7+ day rentals or longer, holding on to people's money forever that I may or may not need, I just take the risk. If you are able to afford to rent a car for a minimum, I mean, a week rental is like $2,500 to $3,000 minimum. If you're able to rent a car for at least $3,000 a week and up to whatever, I've had rentals up to $50,000, $75,000, I'm not really worried about the security deposit. So I figure if something goes sideways, I can just swipe the card again. The problem that I'm opened up to is when somebody rents a car for a week or something, and then I see there's going to be additional charges, and I go to swipe that card, and it doesn't work. And it does happen, right? Like this is with debit cards, with anything. And this is where it's not fraudulent, but this is where the people that are full of shit come into play. Now, this one instance, the most recent instance I had, guy rented the car, just big talker. And you can usually sniff out people that are full of crap easily. Like I don't know why people that are full of crap, like, just feed you stories to your face, and we all enable this, especially if we're in a transaction, because we don't want to call them out. We're like, oh yeah, oh, this is so cool, like awesome, like everything you're saying is the coolest thing I've ever heard, because they're a customer. When in your head, you're like, everything this guy is saying is made up. And how do you tell when people are making up stories? Because sometimes people say stuff, like if I go and tell you I've got a couple of Ferraris in a garage full of exotic cars and you don't know me, you'd be like, yeah, whatever, pal. But it could be true. If somebody tells me he's a prince from Saudi Arabia, it could be true. I don't know. How do you sniff it out? It's because they volunteer the information. This is one thing, one of the best ways to sniff out somebody who's full of crap is they volunteer information that you weren't asking for, right? And you don't even know the guy or the girl. And the first thing they're doing is trying to impress you with stuff that you didn't ask about. This customer, for example, calls me up, I want to rent the G-Wagon for a week. No problem, sir. Rate is whatever, $3,500, whatever it was, $4,500. And he's like, no problem, swipe the card. And then he turns on the BS. Let me just tell you who you're helping out. Guy, I'm not helping you out. I'm renting you a car. Very different. I'm not giving you a discount. I'm helping you out by renting you a car. Great. You don't need to involve a story. Well, let me just tell you.
You don't know how much you're helping me out. What I can do to help you, because I know everybody with my past history.
I'm happy to help out in the situation that I can.
And I didn't even tell you this part. You're helping a retired United States combat medic Marine with 23 combat tours, 3 Purple Hearts, and one of 9,771 Distinguished Medal of Honor winners. So you're really doing me a favor.
Congratulations. We appreciate that. Yep.
Thank you.
Now, I could smell bullshit from a mile away, right? Now, I knew this guy was full of crap. He claims he's a Marine medic with 27 tours, 3 Purple Hearts, and one of 9,000-something Distinguished Silver Cross recipients. And I'm like, you know I can look this stuff up, right? Like, I don't care because you're paying me. So as long as your license is who you are, which that's very easy to then cross-reference to see if this dude was actually telling the truth or not. Obviously, he wasn't, and I knew that. But as long as he's renting the car, you can tell me whatever stories you want. You tell anyone your stories. You're renting the car. I'm having a successful transaction. We're not friends. Fast forward, the week goes by. It's time to pick up the car. Car wasn't there. We're like, where is it? Looked on the GPS. Call up the customer, and this is where we pick up the text messages because he wasn't answering his phone calls. Oh, hey, I'm going to need it a couple of more days. Just hit my credit card, and this is where the BS starts coming. And this is where I'm like, all right, this guy's driven it over his miles. He went from here to here. I've got to charge him. Credit card starts not working. Enter the stories. Now you're talking, oh, yeah, my card's only got a $5,000 a day limit, and my guys are using it for this. By the way, I can't really talk right now. I'm on a murder scene down in Philly. And I'm like, all right, like, now that there's a financial incentive for me to see if you're actually full of crap or not, I'm going to reach out to a friend who's also in the department that you claim to be in. You claim that you're a U.S. Marshal. Funny enough, I know a U.S. Marshal. Hey, can you look up this guy, send him over the license? Fraud. Guy's not a U.S. Marshal. And by the way, U.S. Marshals don't do murder scenes. Makes a lot of sense. But to a guy feeding stories to everyone that's like, oh, so cool, thanks for your service. Stolen valor is actually one of the bigger BS things that annoys me, right? To claim that you've got, like, all of the people that receive both Purple Hearts and then, like, Distinguished Silver Crosses are, like, the highest level of, like, sacrifice to our country. And this guy is just like running around with it on his sleeve and he hasn't done anything. And that's what really bothers me. And then claiming to be a federal agent. Now, saying you're a federal agent and then showing a badge and saying, I'm a federal agent, I want you to do something, two different stories. But I don't like that guy. Like, that guy who's living this double life is a problem. Fast forward, now he's feeding me stories, and you can see from my text message responses that when you're feeding me a story, I'm just shutting you down and saying, I need to get paid, I need to get paid, I need to get paid. Okay, and just a heads up, I have to process the balance this morning. I know it's a debit card, so I just want to give you a heads up. This is after I already tried to run the charge and it was declined. Okay, I'm not sure what's left on it today as my guys are using it for a job, but you can run it first thing in the morning and beat the daily limit cutoff, which is $5,000. Great, that makes sense. There is a $5,000 cutoff on most credit cards, sometimes $4,500, sometimes $2,500. That's just debit card life. And that's to prevent from fraud, so somebody can't just go empty your account. Okay, let me know when you have an answer to the return date and what the pickup address will be. Gives me the thumbs up. Fast forward to the next day. Do you have a return date yet? Fast forward to the next day. Card declined this morning for insufficient funds. I need that resolved, please. Ding, ding, ding. Card insufficient funds. We have a problem. It's not an issue. This is the other thing you're going to learn with fraudsters. Everything's not an issue. And when their card is declined for insufficient funds, it means there's no money there. And fraudsters, and not fraudsters, just guys that are full of crap, always want to then turn it up a notch to be like, oh, I'm the most credit-worthy person in the world. Give me more credit because I could, you know what, I'm going to buy that car. And this I get all the time. Like anytime somebody's card gets declined, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I get my card was declined. Are you interested in selling this card? I just want to buy the whole thing. Is that cool? And that's like going to a hotel and swiping your card and your card gets declined and then you're like, you know what? Oh yeah, I get it. I'll fix that in the morning. Any chance I can buy your hotel? I was thinking about buying this place. It's lovely. Usually somebody who's just full of crap. But here's what he said. He said, it's not an issue. It is to you, but we have a huge job in Baltimore. They're at Home Depot at 6 a.m. I'll try to send you my wife's card if you can't get it out tomorrow morning. Now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wait, you just said you were a U.S. Marshal. Now you got guys working on a big job in Baltimore. What, like, are you in construction? Like, what are you doing? So something doesn't make sense here. I'll tell my crew to use our account instead of my card for the day. I apologize for any inconvenience, Rob. Now, let me tell you, as a guy who's done construction, which I assume is what he's talking about, $5,000 a day for a debit card is not going to facilitate a job in construction. I've gone through days where I've spent zero. I've gone through days where I've spent $30,000 or $40,000. So having a debit card that you can swipe for $5,000 a day, useless. And if you have an account at Home Depot, why wouldn't you just use your account? Why would you use your debit card? Doesn't make any sense. Then I said, I needed to be paid immediately. I'm sorry, we already allowed 1 day of grace period. Fast forward later that day, reminder, I need payment. Next day, the card declined again this morning. I need the vehicle back now. What address should we come pick it up at? Next thing you know, he posts the address and gives me the new card for his wife. He said, please pick it up Monday. Let me know that we're all good. I said, that card declined as well. He said, no way, come get it. That's impossible, Rob. I'm not sure why, but I'll contact my bank again. I said, all right, well, come get the car, because my exposure right now is that my car is in this guy's hands, and I don't want my car to be out there if the guy's not paying me, and all we're doing is racking up more debt that I'm not going to be able to, or I can have a significant time trying to collect on this debt. Fast forward to Monday now. Can I run your card this morning for the balance? I know what happened, his response was. When you tried to run the cards, I knew there was an issue, and there's plenty of money in those accounts. Of course there is. I should have it resolved today, then you can run it. And then fast forward, I've got a bunch of stuff. Now we are a full, like 2 weeks later, and I said in my final text, so much for taking care of your debts. I'm turning this account over to legal today, just so you're not surprised. Guess what? No response. So my openness to fraud is very tight, right? Like you can't sneak nonsense past me, but I am open through my security deposits, because the other option is to run and pay all these fees. I am open to that small sliver, and this is now 2 in like the last 4 years, which we're not even talking a tremendous amount of money, a couple $1,000s. It's a worthwhile risk if you want to spend many thousands of dollars with me and then not even defraud me, but delay your payment as I send collections companies after you, that's up to you. But there are differences between fraud and people that are just full of crap. I have to deal with the people that are full of crap. I weed out the people that are fraud. And this is what ends up happening. I have the occasional collection account, which sucks, but it's part of business. It may end up being a write-off. I may lose a part of that balance to the collection company. I don't know what it is. I don't like it, but these are good ways for you to tell people when they're full of crap or not. And when you have to deal with people that are full of crap, it sucks. But it's part of business. It's part of renting out exotic cars. And I want to wish you guys a happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you see the lesson in this and you're able to spot these people in your own lives. Because the biggest mistake you can do, and a lot of people tend to do this in business, is give somebody more latitude. They give you a little bit of validity by paying something and then giving you stories that you're like, this guy's so full of money. And then you let the runaway train of debt spiral, and then you end up holding a much bigger bag, right? You've given them, they've given you $5,000, but then you've given them $25,000 in credit, and you end up taking a huge loss on the whole thing because you've given this guy who's full of crap. Like, with a little bit of validity, this guy carries that a long way, and you got to watch out for that. Rob Ferretti, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day, and I will catch you next time.